We're building. We're building up our finances.
I just want to say, hey, I'm not gonna Cali Jack your show. I'm gonna hang up now and go back into the room. Toodaloo.
Well, Callie,
Yeah.
I have to say you brought out the realism in her. That's not mine.
Well, I'm gonna go back and finish listening to y'all chit chat. Peace.
Thank you, ma'am. I hope everyone is having as much fun as I am laughing. Khalifa, do you have anything to say behind that one?
Yes, I do. First of all, I just want I said when I first met Kahea on the phone, and we were all on the wrong call, and we ended up together talking, how mature she is. And I want to commend you on a job very well done in raising her and telling her the truth. And this is really an excellent example of how you can raise up a child when it's in the way it should go, to love himself or himself and have them expect the highest and the best. And a lot of times, most of the time, when especially women, or I shouldn't say especially women and men, when they're not treated well, it's because they draw to them what their life experience has been, and it's not really bad to them because they think that's how life is. You know, they think that's the way life is supposed to be because they haven't seen anything else except for on TV, maybe, you know. So I just want to commend you as a mother and Kahea as a daughter receiving wise instruction and having the wisdom to apply it to her life and even to humble herself and share it with us. You know, this has been a very awesome experience. It's true, I've been chuckling along with you. With the presentation is great as well, and Hollywood jumping in. It kind of lightens the subject up because this is a very deep subject, and there are a lot of people who are going to listen to this call who are really hurting. The first thing I would suggest to that person is first take a look at yourself. Because even when you get to know your birth chart and you get a spirit of understanding, understand why your life is the way it is, you'll find that there are many things that cause you to draw this, because we do draw certain things to us because it's familiar to us. So the first thing instead of looking at the other person and trying to fix the other person, we should first look at ourselves and know what it is we're used to, and then decide to change what our expectations are, and sit down and literally write down what we expect and what we're willing to give in return, because everything in life, every relationship we have, it is a covenant or divine contract, and we should start treating it as such. With that, I say peace.
Peace. Great comment, Sister Khalifa. We have a full line here. The calls are full. We appreciate everyone being here. The caller from 517-347-559-423-428 and 646. Thank you so much for your participation and joining the show. Excuse me. Khalifa, yeah, you made a very good point there, and I would like to say, even though we're sitting here and laughing and joking, you know, I mean, it's very comical, but let me say this. It's real. I mean, we are actually, the things that Kahea is talking about, she's actually doing. The things that I took the time to teach her, I actually did those things. Okay, now I had no idea that, you know, she was in a situation where she had to die her husband. She didn't tell me that one. But if I was in that situation, I would do the same thing. I wouldn't have a problem with it, you know, regardless of what race, because as she said, that's her husband. So she's being kind to her husband as he is being kind to her. So I'm glad that she appreciates him and he appreciates her, and we need more of that in our lives. And I'm happy that we're able to openly have a meaningful and an adult conversation about all this, because sometimes people don't believe that we're living the type of life we're living, where we're doing everything we can to bring peace in the home, and that's what all these things will do. It will cause peace to be upon your home, and that's what we want. So again, I'd like to thank everyone for being here. If you have a question or a comment, please feel free to call 1-347-857-4296. And again, this is Let's Talk, and our conversation is based on how we can improve our relationships and how we can go about improving how we treat one another, whether it's in a marital relationship, a family relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, on the job, as Rhonda mentioned, which I realize as well, whether people think about it or not. I've seen many situations where the way a person treats you on the job is exactly how they're treating their spouse at home. And I've witnessed that on the job, and not actually seeing it, but when the person was, how you're working around other people, you'll pass by and you'll hear them on a conversation on the phone, and the way they were conducting the conversation on the phone to the spouse was exactly how I saw them talking to their coworkers. So you have to remember that the way you behave at home, people end up bringing it to the job. So let's start making the corrections at home, so we're not putting that off on other people. I'm really enjoying this. Again, thank you, Alpha, for being here. Callie Wood, Kahea, OCG, Mr. Perry Steele, and on the phone we have Kahea, Khalifa, Rhonda, Hakeem, wonderful gentlemen. Thank you so much for being here. And we have another caller that would like to, pardon me?
Do you mean Hawkeye or Hakeem?
Hawkeye, sorry, Hawkeye. Have I been saying Hakeem?
Yes.
I meant Hawkeye, sorry. Sorry, Hawkeye, I apologize. Okay, we have another caller from the 571 area code. Welcome to Let's Talk. You have a comment or a question?
Hello there.
Oh! I definitely want to hear your comment, Madame.
You really do.
Everyone. Maze. Hi, Maze.
I'm doing just fine. Well, I didn't hear the whole. I didn't hear the whole show because it's like something hit me. It's like, oh, it's a nap show is on. Let me call. But when you come into how you treat people, some people don't know how to treat people, and then they grew up that way. And if you're nice to them, they don't like nice people, and they don't think you're supposed to get mad about everything or get upset about everything. But some people don't. They treat foolishness with kindness. Just because they're acting crazy and stuff, that don't mean you have to get mad at them. You try to teach them and let them learn how to be calm and all the different things. Then they get upset and all out of whack, and then they want to call, just hate their own people for no reason.
Right. Well, Maze, that's what the show is about. If you have any ideas on how you can go about, or how other people can go about treating each other nice, women, men, boys, girls, whomever, people on the job, that's what we want to hear, because it's all stemming from the movie that Tyler Perry just made, and we're stepping in the direction of how we can make things better and improve our relationships with one another.
Well, first off, you start about liking yourself, because if you don't like yourself, you can't like nobody. Right. Then when you find people that don't like you, you just keep working on them, even if they push you away.
Right.
Because I had a young lady, she said she didn't want to be my friend because she could not have friends. I said, well, since you can't be my friend, you'll be my sister. So I adopted her as my sister.
Right.
And so she was going to get her PhD. I stayed on her case as if she was my sister, like natural-born sister. And she tell everybody that I'm not her friend, I'm her sister, because she can't take friends. And so some people you have to, push them along to teach them how to, not keep up mess, because some people are born to do that, to keep a disturbance. And then talk about their own people as if they were not the same as, look at yourself in the mirror.